This segment is brought to you by Central National Bank. Put our ag professionals to work for you.
Good morning and welcome to Farm Factor on Ag Am in Kansas. I'm your host, Conrad Cabus. Before on the show, we've talked about water plans and future legislation. And today we're focusing on water-related bills coming out of the Senate currently that are being discussed at the 2015 Kansas Farm Bureau Commodity Conference and Ag Advisory.
Well, I'm Kent Askern. I'm the Public Policy Director for Kansas Farm Bureau. We're right in the early stages of the busy schedule in the Kansas legislature right now. We're off to a very busy start, particularly in water legislation. There have been 13 to 15 bills introduced already with a variety of topics, everything from augmentation to multi-year flex accounts, and water conservation areas are kind of leading the charge at the moment. Kansas Farm Bureau has been testifying on several of these bills, and much of this effort is been from the efforts to establish a 50-year water vision that Governor Brownback has initiated over the last 12 to 18 months.
The Ogallala Aquifer is a shallow water table aquifer located beneath the Great Plains in the United States. One of the United States' largest aquifers, it underlies an area of approximately 174,000 miles squared in portions of 8 states, including Kansas. The Kansas Farm Bureau is focusing attention on legislation for the aquifer as well. The legislation corresponds with the governor's 50-year water plan in some aspects.
Of course, the Ogallala is of great concern to the locals and to people across the state because of the tremendous economic value that we get out of the use of the water. And so we are, for all practical purposes, mining the water out of the Ogallala, and we need to set a vision that is best for our state in the long run, while at the same time respecting the property rights that the water rights represent in utilization of that water. And then on the eastern side of the state, surface water is a very key component. It requires protection and development and vision as well. Dredging operations, stream bank stabilizations, watershed structures. That was a bill that came up this year to try and find a way for watershed districts to be able to afford to comply with Clean Water Act Section 404 permits. We were able to get some movement on a bill that would help give them some relief so that we can get these very vital structures built in our state, which we have been struggling to do in recent years. All of those things come together to help set a course for future water needs in our state. Variety of topics between the Ogallala and the eastern Kansas reservoirs as well, many of which I think we will see bills introduced, if not this session, in the 2016 session to help address those issues. And as we're trying to encourage our members at Kansas Farm Bureau is to be involved in the discussion. Regional planning committees are meeting as we speak and will be for the next several months. Their goals and the input from those meetings will be put into a summary report to the Kansas Water Authority, who will then work those issues and try to promote that up through the Kansas Water Plan, which ultimately will end up with the governor and the legislature to determine how to implement and fund. So just a whole variety of water issues that are underway at this time, and with no immediate end to that in sight.
I'm Dr. Frank Lyons, a physician here at Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. As one of the only standalone stem cell centers in the U.S., we use your stem cells as therapy for arthritis and some autoimmune diseases.
I'm Dr. Andrew Poe. Here at Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center, utilizing the latest technology under strict protocols, we're able to harvest your stem cells from your own fat to treat a variety of medical conditions. The best part about it is, it's a same-day surgical procedure and requires no general anesthesia.